How to use this video, just listen. No pausing, no repeating, no studying. Put it on while you cook, commute, or relax, and let the English come to you naturally. That's it. Today's situation, we're at a hotel. Someone is checking in for the first time. A guest has a question about their room, and in the lobby, two people are trying to decide where to have dinner. Everyday English, slow and clear. Let's begin. Scene 1, checking in. The hotel lobby is quiet and clean. The floors are a shiny pale marble. There are two large sofas near the entrance and a tall vase of white flowers on a low table between them. Soft light comes from lamps on the walls. Near the back of the lobby, there is a long wooden reception desk. Behind it, a man in a dark navy jacket is working. His name badge says, Michael. The revolving door at the entrance turns slowly, and a young woman walks in. She's pulling a small suitcase behind her and carrying a backpack on one shoulder. She looks around for a moment, gets her bearings, and walks toward the reception desk. Hi there, she says. I have a reservation. My name is Anna Clark. Michael looks at his screen. Clark, he says, typing slowly. Anna Clark. Yes, here you are. Welcome. You're booked in for 2 nights, checking out on Sunday. That's right, Anna says. Perfect. Michael nods. Can I take a look at your ID, please? Just a passport or driving license is fine. Of course. Anna opens her backpack and takes out her passport. She puts it on the counter. Michael picks it up, looks at it briefly, and hands it back. Thank you. He types a few more things. And how would you like to pay for any extras during your stay? Things like room service or the minibar. I'll put it on a card, Anna says. She takes a credit card from her wallet and slides it across the counter. Michael takes it, processes it quickly, and slides it back. Great. So you're in room 214 on the 2nd floor. The lift is just around the corner to your left. He points. Breakfast is served in the restaurant from 7 until 10 every morning. Is there anything else I can help you with before you head up? Anna thinks for a second. Actually, yes. Is there a gym in the hotel? There is, Michael says. It's on the lower ground floor. Just take the lift down 1 level. It's open from 6 in the morning until 10 at night. Perfect, Anna says. She smiles. Thank you so much. My pleasure. Michael reaches under the desk and places a small white envelope on the counter. Your key card is in there. Enjoy your stay. Anna picks up the envelope, puts it in her jacket pocket, and wheels her suitcase toward the lift. She presses the button and waits. The doors open almost immediately. She steps in, turns around, and the doors close. Scene 2, a question about the room. A little later, the lobby is slightly busier. A couple has just arrived and is checking in at the far end of the reception desk. An older man in a gray suit is sitting on one of the lobby sofas, reading something on his phone. Michael's phone rings softly. He picks it up. Good afternoon, reception. This is Michael speaking. Hi, says a woman's voice. This is room 308. Sorry to bother you. Not at all, Michael says. How can I help? I was wondering, the woman says, is it possible to get some extra towels sent up? We only have 2 in the room and there are 3 of us. Of course, Michael says. Absolutely no problem. I'll have those sent up to you within the next 15 minutes. Oh, that's great. Thank you so much. Is there anything else I can help you with? Actually, the woman says, one more thing. The air conditioning in the room. We can't figure out how to turn it down. It's quite cold. I understand, Michael says. So on the panel on the wall, there should be a plus and minus button. If you press the minus button a few times, it will lower the temperature. If you're still having trouble, just call us back and we can send someone up to take a look. Okay, I'll try that. Thank you. Of course. You're welcome. Enjoy your evening. He puts the phone down and makes a quick note on the desk in front of him. Then he picks up an internal phone and makes a brief call to housekeeping about the towels. A minute later, a young woman in a hotel uniform appears from a door behind the desk, carrying a small stack of neatly folded white towels. She nods at Michael and heads toward the lift. Scene 3. Dinner plans in the lobby. Near the entrance of the hotel, on one of the large lobby sofas, two people are sitting with their coats still on. They arrived together about 10 minutes ago and haven't made it up to their rooms yet. They're looking at their phones, trying to figure out where to have dinner. The man, who is in his 50s with salt and pepper hair, scrolls through something on his screen. There's an Italian place about 5 minutes from here, he says. Good reviews. 4.3 stars. The woman next to him, slightly younger, with dark hair and reading glasses pushed up on her head, looks over at his screen. What kind of Italian? She asks. Like pizza or more of a proper sit-down dinner? Looks like pasta, risotto, that sort of thing. He scrolls down. They have a set menu for 30 euros. She makes a thinking face. That's not bad. Is it noisy? I don't want somewhere too loud tonight. I'm tired. He reads for a moment. Someone in the reviews mentions it's quite relaxed in the evenings, busy at lunch, but quieter later. She nods slowly. Okay, what time does it close? He checks. Last orders at 10:30. She looks at her watch. It's just gone 7. She thinks for a second. Let's do it, she says. But can we go up to the room first? I need to drop my bag and wash my face. Of course, he says. 20 minutes? Give me 30, she says, standing up and pulling her coat straight. He laughs quietly. 30 it is. She picks up her bag and heads toward the lift. He follows, still holding his phone, reading one more review as he walks. They step into the lift together. He presses the button for the 4th floor. The doors close. The lobby is quiet again. Michael is back at the reception desk, typing. The white flowers stand still in their tall vase. Outside, through the glass revolving door, the city moves past in the dark. See you next time! Next episode, we're at a supermarket. Someone is doing their weekly shop. There's a small problem at the self-checkout, and two people run into each other in the cereal aisle. Same slow pace, same simple English. See you then.